Hey, I respect that.
What's up, everybody? 15 minutes a game here. It's our MLB edition, sitting here with Julian, Javon, and myself, Steve. My first question for you guys. Been a bunch of complete games and a couple no-hitters this season. Uh, when it's a double header, we have 7 inning games. Do you guys think that no-hitters should be recognized? Do you think it should be considered a complete game? What do you think, Javon?
I do think that they should be considered a complete game just because the pitcher was asked to throw as many innings as possible and he finished the game. But I don't think they should be considered no hitters just based on the history of baseball. Now I understand like we're in a different time now with shortened season, COVID and everything else. I like these shorter double headers, but I just don't think that a no hitter should be given to a pitcher if it's just 7 innings, because to me it kind of disregards some of the past performances of no hitters, by other great pitchers. So to me, I think complete game, that's great, but a no hitter I think should be reserved for a full 9 innings of work.
What do you
I
think?
agree with you on 50% of it. Like I agree with the complete game, but on the no hitter, my stance is as you stated, like they're pitching in like a condition that they're given to. So just I know it's 7 innings, but just give them that asterisk so they know and we know the fans know that it was that doubleheader game, 7 inning game, and not like it was not the full 9 inning, 27 outs, but give them that recognition of that no hitter just for what that pitcher is going through. And they're still dealing with the lineup 1 through 9. So I feel like they deserve that recognition for that no hitter right now.
Well, it's another odd night. I agree with Javon.
Okay.
Way too often. Uh, I'm down with it being a complete game because it's not really the pitcher's fault that they're being asked to pitch just 7 innings. But no hitters, I think if I had Nolan Ryan's phone number, I'd hit him up right now because he threw 7 legit 9 inning no hitters, and I think he'd be kind of pissed if these were being recognized as no hitters when, like you guys said, it's 7 innings, it's 6 outs short, so it just doesn't seem fair to me. So
And I feel like there's been a lot of no hitters that have been broken up in like the ninth inning.
That's
yeah,
true.
so many
Seven,
of them
eighth
are
inning.
in the eighth or ninth inning. So yeah, I just want to get your guys' take since there's been a handful of, or not a handful, there's been quite
It
a
been
lot
quite a bit.
of double headers this season already, just
Very true.
COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah, Bumgarner got one.
Recently,
That's
uh-huh.
he was the guy that went 7 no hit innings, right?
Yeah, he got the complete game, but not the no hitter.
Yeah.
So, all right, next topic. We are on May 2nd right now, April. The season started. I wanted to get your guys' take in the short month. Most teams played about 25 to 29 games, and I wanted to see who you guys have. Not AL, not NL, not Cy Young, anything like that. Just overall, who would you guys consider the MVP so far just after 1 month? We'll go with you first, Julian.
Well, I'm gonna keep it in LA. I'm gonna go with Mike Trout. Not trying to be biased, but the man is batting 489, got 7, 8 homers, on base percentage. Let me get his stats up. I don't want to butcher your stats, Mike. OPS is 1.290, leading the league with 16 ribbies. So I like Mike Trout. He just getting better and better as time goes. Like you expect greatness from him, but he keeps delivering no matter the situation, no matter who's around him. So I go with Mike Trout.
How did I know you'd pick a Southern California?
You already know.
Gotta
LA.
keep it local.
Who you
Yes,
got
I'm
there,
sir.
John?
I'm gonna go over to the other side of the country to New York, and I just can't deny what this guy's been doing. Jacob DeGrom, man.
Unbelievable.
This dude is. Oh, you got the same one, Steve.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
We got to produce our shows better here,
No. I have
but
a list. It's okay.
okay.
You're good.
Um, Yeah, he's ridiculous right now. His whip is a microscopic 0.57. So that means he's not putting anyone on base basically every 2 innings. His ERA is 0.51. Now, the only thing, and I'm not a big wins and losses guy when it comes to pitching, because I don't think it really reflects how effective you are as a pitcher, but he never gets run support. So he won't get a lot of wins. But I mean, I've never seen a guy like a starting pitcher throw like 100 consistently, and he hit like 102 a couple times. So I'll definitely go with Jake DeGrom.
And he's about to be 33, and he's still doing that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In two of his losses, the one was 3-0,
Mm-hmm.
and he only gave up 1 run. I think the other they lost 1-0.
1-0,
His
yeah.
ERA is like 0.51. It's just nuts. So
Yeah, he's insane.
yeah, that's who I was gonna pick. So we're 2 for 2 on agreeing. But I have another list just in case. I also had Ronald Acuna Jr. and I actually have Shohei Ohtani. So since you picked DeGrom, I'm gonna go with Shohei, and it's because of the dual threat, the pitching and the hitting. He's batting 271, 8 home runs, 20 RBIs, 19 runs, 4 stolen bases. He's got a 1-0 record in 3 games pitched. His ERA is under 3.3, and he's got 23 Ks in just over 13 innings. That's almost 2 Ks an inning, which is actually equal. DeGrom has 35 innings pitched with 59 Ks. So it's his average is just a tad higher, actually. Not saying he's DeGrom level by any means.
No.
The Angels are competing. So I just, since you picked DeGrom, I guess I got to kind of be a homer and go with Ohtani. It could be Acuna also.
Showtime.
He's got 9 homers and 19 ribbies. So there's a lot of guys beasting out right now. So I just want to see what you guys thought in this.
Yeah, one quick thing on Ohtani too, which I thought was cool, is like he had up until I think maybe last week the hardest thrown pitch and then the hardest hit ball according to Statcast.
I think he did it in the same night.
But I think Judge passed him recently, but I thought that was sick.
Yeah, that's pretty yeah. All right, so with about 7, we're halfway through the show. We got to talk about the Dodgers. Right now, they are 17-12, second in the NL West. What's your guys' take? They won tonight or this afternoon. I think the final score was 16-4. Their bats finally came alive. But don't get all juiced up on that one game. Javon, let's start with you. How are you feeling about them overall, almost 30 games into the season?
Overall, I think the series against the Reds was a little concerning to me because after the bullpen blew it against San Diego, then the Reds kind of jumped on our pitching as well. And then the series against Milwaukee was, up until today, was just kind of a tight, low scoring pitching battle of a series. But I mean, I'm bummed out about Dustin May getting hurt. That doesn't help. That's the back end of our rotation. And then, Mookie's back is kind of still bugging him, I think. So I am a little concerned with just the injuries and stuff like that. Cody's still not playing. So those will be the biggest things for me. And then I think the offense just needs to be more consistent. I think we've talked about it. Like, Jules, you've hit on it. So I think you have too, Steve, is just driving in base runners. When we get them on, got to bring them home, man.
Got to.
Yeah.
Got to give the pitcher some run support. I'm the same way. My only concern is injuries. It's a long season this season. So I'm just worried about his injuries. Get Cody healthy. As you mentioned, Mookie's back. Dustin just going on the IL. So just getting everyone, getting that rhythm back. But today was very good to see with Beatty and Pollock delivering 15 of the runs for the Dodgers. Pollock with eight ribbies and Beatty with 7. So that was very pleasing to see, as you mentioned, with the Milwaukee series just being a slow run game for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I was really concerned. They're 3-7 in their last 10, but even after that, and I've been really in group text with my friends and stuff. I've been really down on them. because they've been hard to watch. But then I looked up some stats. I thought their batting average was just going to be atrocious. And this is, overall NL and AL, they're ninth in batting average, first in on base percentage, third in OPS, second in RBIs, as a team. So things are happening. They're just not all happening, right? Like you'll have this 16-run game, or even last night they scored six or seven, I think it was. But my biggest concern is the bullpen. I know there's injuries, but guys have kind of been slowly stepping up. Like you saw Beatty today. He's been hitting better. Pollock's been hitting better. But I worry about the bullpen. They blew another game. Like all these games that they've been losing, I feel like it's been the bullpen blowing them. And it's not like, right, you can't just trade Mookie Betts to a team and just get 4 great middle relievers. So I don't know how you fix that problem. And it's not, I know Dave Roberts puts these guys in and pulls guys, but I haven't been really blaming him much for these losses. So I don't know how you get these guys right in the bullpen. And it's not Kenley. It's the middle relievers. It's guys trying to, hold leads, or when they're down one and then a guy comes in and they give up 2 or 3 to make it a 4-run deficit. So even over the injuries, my biggest concern is the bullpen.
I think we could address the bullpen in during the trading deadline, just because I think teams are willing to sell like kind of arms for prospects kind of thing. So I think that's something hopefully we can try and go out and get towards the trading deadline.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I just feel like they need so much help out of the bullpen. Do you trade like 4 different dudes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just
I don't know. Gratterall was not pitching with location. And then I don't know. I like this kid, Garrett Clevenger. He came in for that San Diego game. He's a hard throwing lefty.
Yeah.
I feel like he could be nice. And then, Knable blowing out his whole shoulder or whatever didn't help.
He's on the 60-day IL now. So it'll be interesting. Everybody got hyped up super early, but it's a long season. It's not like the NFL or anything. So
exactly.
Yeah.
You have to be patient. It's just, you're not used to them losing 3 out of 4 games in a series to teams like the Brewers, who are now the number 1 team in the NL, just based on record. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a couple minutes left. I wanted you guys to guess who this is. They were also going to be kind of in my April MVP category, but they're on a last place team. So that's my only clue to you guys. They're batting 308. They've got 7 home runs, 19 RBIs, and 19 runs scored.
Losing team?
Losing team, yeah.
I'm gonna look at standings right now. That's all I'm looking
I'm
at.
gonna go with Rhys Hoskins.
Wow. So
Who you got, Julian?
wow, I like that.
It is an NL team, so.
Because I think the Phillies have a losing record, don't they?
I'm gonna go with Chris Bryant.
Oh, Julian got it.
Damn.
He's been destroying the ball, man.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not. They're in last place in their division. They're 12 and 16 overall.
That's crazy.
And that's really the only reason I didn't put him in my top 4 of April MVPs. But he's just feels like he's hitting 2 home runs a day, but he's only got 7. But still, it's in the
Did you do that because we're gonna start a series with them?
No, I didn't.
Tomorrow?
I was just looking up guys that I thought could be MVPs. So, all right. Well,
Cool,
that's it for our MLB show. Thanks for listening. Check us out on social media, 15 Minutes a Game, and listen to our Apple podcast, 15 Minutes a Game as well. We appreciate you guys as always. Thanks.